Welcome, podcast listeners. This is episode number 202 of the Fret Talk podcast. You are here with your host. It's Mr. BudgetPedalChap. That's me. I am that guy who has two thumbs and is me. Yeah, it's me. You are also joined. Matt is just... Yeah, he's one of those cast already. Spoilers, here is Mr. Matt Quine. Say hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah.
I might be slightly distracted for the next 40-ish minutes because although I'm not much of a football fan, I'm leading a predictions league about the Euros and I'm about to get 9 points that no one else is going to get because I've predicted Hungary to beat Germany 1-0 and it's currently 1-0 to Hungary. And nice. All of my mates are backing Germany.
I mean,
so I'm being bombarded with you prick.
Smart money would go for the German victory there, wouldn't they?
It would, but not clever money.
Yes, yeah. If everyone's voting this way, if I vote that way, and shit does actually happen, get in. Football fever has been happening. I mean, much like yourself, like under normal circumstances, largely don't give two shits. And I've been drawn into some football this time around. It's there's a gravity to it all, but I can clearly still state that it is not coming home.
Yes, correct.
It is not coming home.
The best thing about the it's coming home thing is if you look at England's record under Gareth Southgate, they've not beaten a team, I think, inside the top 30 in the FIFA World Rankings because England have just had really lucky draws all the way through their major tournaments. But because that, and they got to the semi-finals of the World Cup, everybody's just going absolutely mental. It's like, yes, you beat Sweden and Algeria, and this time you've beaten Croatia and drew with Scotland and beaten the Czech Republic. Like, these are teams that I could probably get in the England squad and they'd still win.
Yeah, like at a push, I could probably beat them.
Yeah, like you could put me on a left back and England would still beat the fucking Czech Republic.
Absolutely. Not meaning to diminish the Czech Republic's output for any Czech listeners. However, I think our football team have high expectations and low ability. I believe the Czech nation have more realistic expectations of their ability.
Yes, I would. Well, I mean, I don't know whether it's the same in every country, but like, yeah, England fans seem to just decide at every tournament that all of a sudden we are the greatest team in the world, despite the fact that we've not shown any kind of form or any kind of thing. And I say we, and I'm not even bloody English, but like you get drawn into it over here because most of the people are England fans, and yeah, people just seem to be drawn into just idiocy.
Yeah, it reminds me very much of that meme that goes around Facebook every so often of the guy in the tracksuit on the podium who's like shooting champagne and like making out with women and then is like last.
Yeah,
that sums up England's kind of stance for international football, isn't it? We have delusions of grandeur.
Absolutely.
I mean, for the fact that we don't like football, we are talking a lot about football in recent episodes.
Yes, my bad. Let's move away from the football.
Indeed. Right. Guitar-related shenanigans. We should probably do that, shouldn't we?
We probably should.
So, guitar-related shenanigans, Mr. Matthew Quine. Have you had any?
I did another gig this weekend. Again, nothing untoward, like nothing exciting. Ran the same rig as last time. Had the Variax without any charge in it. I just used the magnetic pickups because it's a cracking guitar without all the brain. Yeah, just pretty standard. Obviously, we played that Wet song that I'd talked about last week, the Jason Mraz one.
With the dwee-dee bit.
Yeah.
Dwee-dee.
Yeah. Yeah, with the double stops following the chords that the bassist kindly called the lead break.
Yeah, very generously.
Yes, but yeah, and you know, it went well. They enjoyed their first dance. They all enjoyed it. And yeah, it just cracked on. And it was just a very very normal gig, which is becoming abnormal these days. Usually there's some form of drama or another.
I mean, the fact that you've got gigs is abnormal in and of itself.
Yeah, okay. Well, like, to me it isn't, because we only did that first, like, 13-week lockdown, and then I think we've done a 3-week and a 7-week, so... Yeah, for me, lockdown is abnormal, whereas for you guys, I know I jinxed it a couple of weeks ago and it's been pushed back, but you're going to soon come out of lockdown and none of you are going to know what to do.
No, it's...
Because you've been in one form or another for the last, 20 months.
We're going to have a form of Stockholm syndrome, aren't we, where we're scared to step foot outside of the house.
Yeah, although I do note that your numbers are still climbing, even though you've kept restrictions in place. So,
I mean,
yeah, I don't know.
The numbers don't in any way correlate to what the government decide to do. So,
yeah,
they just make it up. I think they've got a dice that they've had printed that has lockdown on a couple of sides, and then whatever on the others, and they just go, today is a lockdown day, let's announce it.
Yeah, well, we're lucky enough that we've got further gigs getting opened up, because people are hoping to be able to bring relatives over, because the Isle of Man border restrictions are going to go down to, if you've had 2 vaccines, you can travel here without restriction from the 28th of June, which is in a week's time. Monday, in fact, it's Monday, from Monday. So if you've had 2 vaccines, and you've had the second one more than 2 weeks ago, then you can travel to the Isle of Man without isolation. However, if you test it on the way in, and if you have it, you then have to isolate. And you're tested again after 6 days. Yeah. But that's the first opportunity that I'll have had to leave the island, and it's a very small island. We don't have anything big over here. It's somewhere where a lot of people will get very claustrophobic, because there's 5 towns, there's no city, nothing that you could call a city, because our entire population is 80,000. So our biggest town is 20,000 people, and so it's a lot of people have kind of been Stockholm syndrome, or feeling very kind of close knit. And then obviously most people have relatives either in the UK or further afield, and when there's 2 weeks isolation coming, that's just coming back, there might be other isolations on the way out to see family members further afield and stuff. It makes it very difficult. People are all kind of getting excited, but it also means that there's a lot of people who had put weddings off that are now messaging us have you got any dates left in August? Have you got any dates left in September? We're thinking about having our wedding in October, that kind of thing. And so we've got kind of that kind of stuff flooding in following the change in these restrictions. But it's all kind of up in the air at the moment, because they've announced that, but they've said it's still subject to change, and it's a week away now.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And obviously you're this because everything travels from either England or Ireland at the moment. There's the only places we've got direct flights and direct boats too. Yeah. So if the numbers in the UK keep going up, they'll have to reassess and maybe change again, and so everything's kind of just up in the air. And then obviously there's the people who are saying that if they don't get a vaccine, they're now being discriminated against because they don't get to not isolate. And you're thinking, are you also not discriminating against people who don't want to be coming in contact with COVID? But you can't say that, apparently.
Discriminating against common sense, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
You with other countries, certain South American countries and India and so on, you have to have vaccines before you go there. It is mandatory.
Yeah.
To have malaria shots and so on and so forth. Why is this any different? This is now a global thing. If you want to be able to travel, you need to have your shots. That has always been a thing.
It's nothing new, but we've got people over here that are saying that they're being discriminated against, and I think the only people that have a justifiable case are people who medically can't get the vaccine because of underlying health conditions and stuff. I think they're rightly disappointed, but I think most of them understand. The other big one is obviously at the moment in the UK, and we're following UK legislation on this. Under 18s, I don't believe, can have the vaccine yet, unless that's changed recently.
Yes. Sure. I definitely don't fit in that category, so I've not been keeping tabs.
Yeah, no, as far as I'm aware, under 18s are still not able to think. So there's people over here kicking off that they can't go on their family holiday because they can't take their kids with them. And I think that...
To me, that's a win-win.
Yes, but I think in the middle of a global pandemic, I think there's probably other things to worry about than you not being able to take the kids to Marbella for 2 weeks.
Fucking Magaluf. I'm sure Magaluf will be there next year. It's not going away. Oh dear. Like,
I understand people who are disappointed they can't see their families, but like if you're worried about not being able to go and spend 2 weeks on the south coast of Spain, probably just have a little bit of a reassess of things before you make those complaints.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Or see if the Bear Grylls Island series is happening anytime soon. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
That's
perfect advice.
That's it. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we've gone off on a tangent a little bit. Like that
we have.
Never happens. What's going on?
What else guitar related have I done? I have ordered a replacement for my Analog Man chorus.
Oh, brilliant! Excellent.
So that's coming in about 3 months, probably, if I'm lucky.
Is it exactly the same for like their other pedals as well? Because I know that...
No, it's not like a King of Tone. It's not that big a wait list, but it is they are built to order, not built for like forwarding on. So
yeah, okay.
And obviously, I because mine had a mix knob on it, and I want the external mix knob because I don't want to open the bastard thing up to try and change the mix. Because yes, generally there is 1 or 2 settings I use on it, but like I like to be able to fiddle with the mix. Just cause, like that's one of the things that killed the CE2 is like the fact there is no mix knob on there.
Yeah, you get that sound, and you get varying speeds and depths of that sound, but it is you get the 80s, don't you?
Yeah, whereas you can mix the clean in on the Analog Man that I had, and I don't want to have to open the back up to mix the clean in or change the mix of the clean.
Absolutely. So, if you use more than just one setting of mix, then you do need an external mix knob.
Yeah, which is so I've ordered that. So obviously it's at that point basically a custom pedal because it's not the default settings. So you've got to wait for them to build it. So I haven't had the email back telling me what the lead time is, but I was told by somebody that it'd be about 3 months. And that's lead time. That's not including it getting shipped to the Isle of Man, going through customs, then having to pay customs separately because it's coming from the States. So you have to pay customs rather than pay the distributor.
Fuck. Yeah, it is a massive faff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. But I like I say, I bought that chorus because I like chorus as an effect, but I like a specific sound of it, and that did the sound that was in my head. That was the sound that was always in my head. So that was the reason I spent so much on a chorus. So I want to replace it. And yes, the Afterglow will do as an intermediary, but it is that exactly that. It's an intermediary, and I want my chorus sound back.
That's it. Every time you step on it, you're just a little bit angry at it. You just you're not a fucking analog man.
Mildly inconvenienced by it.
Yeah, I mean. It's a decent analog. It's a decent chorus pedal. I think it is analog, and it will do the job. But it's just not an Analog Man, is it?
No, it's just not.
I mean, how good would it be if the chorus sound in your head was a readily available, very cheap chorus?
Yeah, and but I mean, saying that, like, I love the sound of the hot cake into the Vox, and the hot cake is what, 130 or 140 quid, I think, maybe a little bit more.
Sure.
But yeah, like there are sounds out there that like do exactly what I was looking for that are cheaper sometimes, but with chorus, unfortunately,
you got
the sound in my head was a modified CE2 circuit from an American company.
Yeah, that do things to order. Yeah.
Yes.
Say la vie. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it?
If you contrast that, the phaser on my board is I can't even remember what the brand is, but it's a tiny little like Mua-sized pedal that's...
It's X5.
It's X5. It is, yeah. It's the X5.
Just
whatever
it's called
it is.
Phaser, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's like, I think you can pick them up new for less than 30 quid.
Yeah.
And like that does me, because I use it far less than I use the Chorus, and also it mostly does that orange phaser sound that we all know.
Yeah, hint, hint.
It's actually got more control than that orange phaser that we were all thinking of.
Yes, yeah. I sold that specific I sold that specific orange phaser and bought the Joyo version because it did what I wanted the orange phaser to do better.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard many stories of people going, yeah, well, it didn't quite have the control I wanted, so I bought the Joyo one, or I bought the Mua one, or I bought the Hot One, or the X5, or just kind of any of those kind of cheaper brands, because they've got like extra control. It's not just like left and right, is more and less.
Well,
on the speed.
The Joyo one that I've got, the vintage phase, is literally just a one knob, but it's based on it's based on the script apparently, not the the standard. Yeah. And with the standard one, there was an audible volume increase when it was engaged. Which is not what you want.
But
it was only when it was engaged on a clean tone, not with a drive tone, which was mental. Whereas it's a lot more even with the Joyo one. It's a little bit crunchier sounding, which. No, the standard phase 90 is a bit crunchier sounding, and then I like that ever so slightly more than I do the Joyo. But the volume increase pisses me off more than the lack of crunchiness. Yeah. So
like
I could probably run a treble booster into it and get it to be more crunchy. I might have to do some experimentation.
Dig out a treble booster.
Well, I've got quite a few to choose from.
Don't we all?
Yes.
And anything else guitar related I've done. Today, in the middle of Stuart Tate having a bit of a meltdown because he's had to pay some customs duty for somebody else importing one of his pedals.
Yes.
And also, he's also had something else go wrong this morning. And then I messaged him saying, I tried to buy a t-shirt and mug on your website. It's trying to charge me 25 quid for postage. And he's going, fucking hell, is anything working? And he was like, if you send me it on PayPal, it'll cost me about $4.50 to post it over, so just send me a message put it in the notes on the PayPal and send me this much. So I did. So I've got a t-shirt and a mug coming from Tate Effects.
Indeed. He put those up yesterday, was it?
Yeah. I only noticed them this morning because I wasn't on Facebook last night, but yeah.
And there you go. Yeah, so t-shirts and mugs are available from tateeffects.co.uk. Just don't try and if you're not in the Isle of Man, they'll charge you normal postage, but apparently they think the Isle of Man is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, so it costs them 25 quid to post them from the UK. It's the only logical explanation as to why it's 25 quid to the Isle of Man. I heard that the Isle of Man is officially a territory of space. So
there you go. Yeah, so it's got to go up on the next SpaceX. Or does it have to go to Russia? They'll probably fly out to Kazakhstan, which is where the Russian space thing goes from. So there we go.
They know a guy who knows a guy, but 25 quid. Yeah, I mean, if I was shipping something to the moon, 25 quid I think would be a bargain.
Yes.
But yes, however, the Isle of Man, 25 quid.
Not so much.
Yeah. So there we go. At least that was sorted. I received a t-shirt through this week, actually.
Did you?
I did. It's quite a surprise as well. In fact, it was a package with 2 t-shirts in, and both of them said Pedalboards of Doom.
Ah.
So now I've got some official branding.
Is this to wear when you're shooting the videos?
Possibly when I'm live streaming, although a lot of the time when I'm live streaming, it is a heavy crop on my face, and this microphone stand is largely in my way. But the thought's there. The thought is definitely there. But yeah, definitely during the videos, I will maybe wear them. Because my shooting schedule for videos is pretty much ad hoc. So yeah, you
planet round washes then.
That's it. You might find like in one video there's about 4 different t-shirts. And it'll be
but if you're always wearing that t-shirt when you're filming, then people won't notice that you're swapping between the two.
Indeed. I might do it with the different, because one's got the logo in white and one's got the logo in like a charcoal grey, and I might do it where I switch between them for each scene.
Just to see if anybody notices.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh dear. But speaking of
pedalboards, be a little Easter egg.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah. Speaking of pedalboards, I do anyway. The Moen.
Shaky Jimmy.
The Shaky Jimmy. The video actually released this week, and there were quite a few people who were interested in the mod. So, hats off to those. Mr. Dave Rage was one of them because he's got the newer version of the Shaky Jimmy, which is called the Nova. The Nova Jimmy or something like that, which is basically Shaky Jimmy but in a normal sized enclosure. So
excellent.
I think we might even find like a follow-up video from Mr. Dave Rage sometime soon.
Nice. Because
it's a really, really simple mod. You literally just tape up the LEDs. But so I'm in a little bit of a quandary with that now, because I've done the mod and it works and it's fine. However, I'm torn as to whether I prefer it to
pre or post mod.
Yeah. I mean, it's really easy to undo.
You take the tape off.
Yeah, it's literally there. Yeah. However, do I want to keep it? Do I not want to keep it?
Or do you want to buy a second one and not mod it, and then you've got a modded one and an unmodded one?
It took me about 3 years to find one of these on the marketplace. So, no, essentially, because I don't think there's anywhere legitimately that you can buy them brand new. It's all like eBay sellers that are like, buy from China and get it eventually. So, and I'm having a little bit of a standoff with eBay as well, since they've brought in like weird selling rules. I'm not sure where I stand with eBay. I'm not sure whether I like them anymore.
I saw you can now not have to buy with PayPal, which was just weird to me.
Yeah, I think they're making that mandatory, because I think they've had a bit of a
they had a falling out with PayPal.
Yeah, over seller fees. I think there was something to do with that, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't researched any of it. But my gut instinct is that I'm not siding with eBay on this one. So like PayPal, me and PayPal are tight. Like I've bought many things with PayPal.
Yes.
Ranging.
Yeah, PayPal is my friend as well. I know a couple of people who aren't friends with PayPal, but
yeah, I've
never had an issue, and actually I find that it is, I mean, probably because I don't do much selling, but certainly as a buyer it is a godsend, especially when somebody doesn't build a guitar. You can just click a button, or like, you know, if you buy something online and it doesn't appear, and you can just click a button and say it hasn't appeared, and PayPal will go, here's your money back, and we'll talk to the person ourselves, and we'll do all the hassly bit.
Yeah, I mean, largely I've received stuff like that, like experiences like that, and it does give you like a massive dick to swing when you're having those conversations with sellers.
Yeah.
Because I had I bought a little light box thing, and when it arrived, like the power cable for the light box was pressed on like the foam inserts, so you can have different colour backdrops for it. And because it was pressed into it, the foam had been indented. And obviously that makes it so that you can only take certain shots if you're putting it over where the indent is. Otherwise, you've got this massive indent in your photos. Like not a massive
but
problem.
Noticeable.
Yeah, but it was enough for me to go, oh, this is just a bit shit. So I messaged the seller on that one. And because I'd paid with PayPal, they were like, yes, sweet, here's half, like, refund of half, and just keep it. I was like, yeah, sweet. That was good enough to appease me. And there's been, like, situations where, like, I'd bought, I think I've mentioned this a few times on the podcast, but I bought a light ash Stratocaster that was just not as described. There was just quite a few things that were wrong with it.
Yeah.
And the seller was being a little bit of a shirty bitch, for want of a better expression. It was like, no, that's the way that the finish was, and you've taken the scratch plate off, and because you've done that, now your rights are void. I'm like, I took some fucking screws out, you absolute mong. What? Like, I've put them back in, and I had to take the screws out to look at the fact that these 3 pickups don't match. However, on the original, they are a matched set of Seymour Duncan pickups. So you've done some shady shit here and not mentioned it in your listing.
Yeah.
And like there was just like little bits like that. And I really wanted to keep the guitar. I was like, look, I think it's not what you described, and it's gonna cost me a couple of £100. I think I bought it for like 250, and I was like, it's gonna cost me maybe £100 to fix the stuff that you've not mentioned. And I'm not asking for that. I'm asking for like a partial refund of, I think I was asking for like £50 back or something. And he was like, no, you're just trying to fleece me here. And I was like, okay. And then I said, yeah, well, I said to him, okay, refund me and I'll send it back to you. And he went, no, you've voided your warranty now because you've taken bits off and you've removed the strings. How dare you? I was like, you fucking what? But yeah, I ended up like going to PayPal, and they were like, yeah, this guy's been a dick. Here you go, here's your money back. Just send him back the guitar. So I did. I was quite petty about it. I sent him back the guitar was fine, but I used packing tape on the tremolo arm. I wrapped the tremolo arm in shitloads of packing tape, and then packing taped it to the box as well. Because it was like it weren't like your standard screw one, it was like a push-in one. Pop. So it weren't something that you'd get that you could just replace really easily. So I just thought, yeah, have that, you absolute grade A bell end. But yeah, I despise that transaction because I really wanted that guitar, and ever since it put me off buying that guitar. So, but yeah, eBay again. Like these are tangents. These are, aren't they?
They are.
You listeners, you've used eBay before. You can sympathise with us here. Maybe you haven't. I don't know. We're the only ones who use eBay.
Surely anybody alive in 2021 who is over the age of 20, which I imagine is all of our listenership, has used eBay.
Yeah.
Like, surely.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've bought quite a lot of guitars on eBay, sight unseen. You shouldn't do it. You absolutely should not do it.
So I have a 100% fail record on that.
Do you?
Yes, my Epiphone SG with the bolt-on neck came with a headstock that was held on by the white paint on the neck. And the fretboard. Yeah, so literally it was like a crack that the paint on the neck was kind of holding together, and like you could move the headstock back and forwards. So we unbolted the neck and just bought an eBay special neck that was probably about 40 or 50 quid, and actually the action's lower than when you held the headstock in the right place on the Epiphone neck, so it all turned out for the best. But it's a white body with a red neck now.
Nice. That's modification. That's
yeah, and that was done by my dad at the time because I must have been 15 or 16 when we did that.
Nice.
And he managed to, without it needing a shim, set it up really well.
Good man. But Leo Fender didn't play guitar, and he managed to build an entire company from it. So
yeah, it's a fairly successful one, I think.
It's possible. Yeah, I've heard of his guitar, so definitely. Just looking over there, I've got one. Like that's an actual Fender. That's a Squire. That's a Squire.
I've got a Squire, but I haven't got a Fender. Oh, no, that's a lie. Literally right behind me is the telly.
And your Cabernet.
It's not in this room.
There you go then. Okay.
But yeah, I've got a Squire Strat there and a Fender behind me. So yeah.
So there you go.
I need to resolder the fucking ground wire in that. That reminds me.
You do, because that guitar looks absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And it's just sat there doing fuck all.
And it has done for about 2 years now. And literally all it needs is for me to open it up, loosen the strings off to the point where I can take the bridge off, put the thingy underneath the bridge, screw the bridge back down, solder it to a pot because it's a ground wire, so whatever you solder it to, it's fine.
And that's it.
That's all I need to do.
Man.
It's sat over there for probably coming up for 2 years now.
That's criminal. That is absolutely criminal.
It is.
I've got a.
I need to do that.
I've got a Telecaster. Again, a Telecaster. Kind of like my Revelation telly, which has got like the humbucker size P90 in the neck. The neck pickup stopped working, and I've opened up the cavity, and I can't see anything that would be wrong with it. So I need to take it to Fletcher. Just go fix it, please. Yeah.
That reminds me, I need to get my Cabernet to the guy who can fix it because I fucked it.
Yep. Oh man, like this is life as a guitarist, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mentioned the Shaky Jimmy. That's been released. I've got nothing coming up for Pedal Boards of Doom just yet. Although this week I have been trying to stretch my guitar ability by attempting a track that is in the style of someone who is much better than I am. But I will leave that for another day, just in case I don't release it. And I don't want the whole Black Rose saga again.
Okay, well we can wait for now, but
yeah,
we're waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I know the answer, but
you do, yeah. I've got a No Talk All Tone releasing this week. I've been lazy, actually. I should have recorded another one this week, and I've not done it. I was possibly going to do it tonight, but then you messaged and said, let's do a podcast. I might not be able to. I was like, yep, that is my excuse. That's all I need. But I will get one done. I don't know what I want to do, though. I've got to a point where I've got like a pile of pedals, and I'm overwhelmed. I've got option paralysis. So I need to just point at one and go, that's the one that's happening.
Put all the ones you haven't done in a bag that you can't see into, and put your hand in, and whatever comes out first, that's the next one. And you do that until the bag's empty.
Yeah, I like the bag method. We might do that. The only problem is I'll end up with a lot of chipped pedals.
Okay, wrap them in cellophane and put them in a bag.
Yeah, go on.
Put them in a box, and if you don't have the box for that pedal, just put them in any random box and in a bag.
Yeah.
And even then, actually, no, if you put them in random boxes and go away for a day, you don't even need the bag.
Yeah, you just pick up one and go.
You pick up your flashback box and go, oh, it's not a flashback, it's a
fucking heavy metal distortion.
Yeah,
shit,
well,
fuck.
We'll do a delay type video on this heavy metal distortion. It can't go wrong.
Oh shit. But yeah, so the one that's coming out this week is it's called the Donna. Let me get me this right. Blues Drive.
I wonder what that might be. Is it like a SD1 clone?
You're not far off. You'd think it was a Blues Driver clone, wouldn't you?
Yes. I was being facetious then. Is it not a Blues Driver clone?
No, it's not a Blues Driver clone.
Oh my god.
Well, you're gonna have to pay attention to the video to find out. I am pretty sure I know what it is. I'm pretty sure I know exactly which pedal this kind of lineage comes from.
Is it a pedal that a blues player would use?
Maybe.
Okay.
So,
is it Japanese and green?
Maybe. Is it sat on my board over here? Maybe. Like the original and the one that this pedal is clearly like the topology of, like the exact circuit of. Yep, pretty much. So yeah, we got that to look forward to. And I think I've not got one scheduled for the week after, but then the week after that is another No Talk will turn on the comp, which comps are hard.
Yes. Comps definitely are hard for reviews on YouTube, especially when YouTube compresses everything so fucking much that trying to do subtle compression is pointless.
Yes. I mean, that is where we're at, essentially. The demo, as far as I've heard it, because I've listened back on YouTube, and it comes across quite well. And the company, it's a K-line compressor. I think the video's up for premiere, so you can see kind of the schedule anyway. So it's called the K-line Hot Mushroom. And K-line so far haven't made a pedal that I haven't enjoyed. So watch out for this one. Right, let's do some news. Because we're over the halfway mark. We've pontificated. We have traversed the straight and narrow path. We've tangentized. Yeah. So we should news. Right, we're going to do our first one, and this is something that me and Matt should be excited about. Whether we are or not, we'll find out. So Moog,
Yes.
GTRS. They've come up with a new kind of branch for their company, GTRS, which has nothing to do.
Like I said before the podcast, if you say GTRS, I initially think Porsche 911 GTRS, and it's not. It doesn't even. I don't even think the GTRS exists. They have a GT3 RS and a GT2 RS, but just obviously the removal of the number, it's still in my head is either it's a Formula Racing Series, the GTRS, or it is a Porsche 911 car.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. It should have racing stripes, whatever it is, but it's not. It's guitars, so it literally is guitars without any of the vowels. Guitars. So well done for that, Mo. That's some inventive.
I mean, to be fair, for a Chinese company, that's progress.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there have been some cock-ups, especially if you try and read some of the manuals of these Chinese clone pedals.
Yes.
Yeah.
We've all been there, and we've all made fun of the terrible translations.
Yeah. And like, in their defence, their English is much better than my Cantonese or Mandarin or
whichever of their languages they speak. But yeah,
absolutely. So guitars. I think it's the S800. Is it the
S800 was what I read? Was it S800 or S600?
So we'll split the difference. F700. Which it definitely was.
It's definitely S800.
So there you go. S800 is a guitar from Moog. It is a modern-looking HSS Strat. I think the necks are they're either heavily vintage tinted or they're
one-piece roasted hard maple satin finish.
There you go. So a roasted maple neck. Does it say anything about the construction, like the frets and stuff?
The bolt-on, bone nut, 22 nickel silver jumbo frets.
Okay, so it's not stainless
12-inch
steel.
radius, rosewood board. Scale is 25.5 inch, so Strat.
Yeah, what you'd expect, yeah. So HSS modern Strat. I think it's like a modern C profile. I don't think
standard C it says in the specs, but I mean,
yeah. Does it mention the radius on the board as well?
Yeah, 12-inch radius.
So yeah, definitely heading towards the modern kind of feel. It's got it looks like a normal Strat apart from the middle pickup tone control, which is like a weird black colour and has got a massive LED in the middle. Yeah. And you're like, what? So, what makes this different than just a standard guitar? So, I mean, for like, I think they're asking 400 quid for it. Like, roasted maple neck, like Alnico buckers, Alnico pickups, because it's HSS. That isn't far reaching from what you'd expect for that kind of spec guitar. This has got an inbuilt effects unit processor kind of thing.
Yep.
So the marketing videos have been purposefully quite evasive in how it works, but it shows you some of the features of what it does. So there's an app. It works via Bluetooth.
Yep.
And you can essentially add a myriad of guitar effects to your guitar signal. So before it reaches an amplifier, or if you're going directed, you can run like tremolo or drive or whatnot.
Yeah.
Which is a bit crazy.
Well, and I didn't think of this before, but in my head, it's a cross between a Variax and a Gibson Firebird X.
Did they have built-in effects?
The Firebird X was the weird Firebird with basically 100 buttons on the top, and you could turn the effects off and on, and just they were really weird, and nobody bought them because who would want that built into the top edge of their guitar?
I didn't know it had that built in. I know they had a weird modelling system where it was almost Variax like, where you could change the tunings and change the feel of the pickups and whatnot, but I didn't know that it had effects.
Almost certain that there were effects built in, because I'm pretty sure I remember a video where the guy couldn't get the phaser to work properly, but they left it in. And I don't know whether it was Gibson marketing video or whether it was somebody else that I was watching on YouTube, but I just remember going, why haven't you cut? Just work out how it works and then come back. But no, he just sat there watching this guy try and work out how to turn the phaser down.
Yeah, it's all the phaser all the time, and I don't want it. That's quite funny. I'm pleased with that. Do you remember about 2 years ago when they made the Burst driver as well, and it had a tube screamer built into a Les Paul?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Gibson, you crazy. But I could at least understand that one, because having a built-in boost pedal on your guitar on a flick switch, that makes sense.
Yeah. Having
a multi-effect under your fingertips. Usually when I play guitar, I don't know about you, Matt, but usually when I play guitar, both of my hands are a bit busy.
Yes, I sometimes struggle to change pickups because I'm playing the guitar, but I need the tone to change between sections of a song, but I also can't stop playing.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, largely what we're saying is hands essential to smooth guitar playing.
Yes.
So, the Guitars has decided, no, this is false. Your hands can now do effects.
Yes, and they have, what do they call it? They call it, the knob has got a weird name that I read in the specs earlier, and it just made me giggle. Where is it gone?
Please be like...
Here we go. It's the super knob.
Oh, of course it is the super knob. I'm sure there's a video series out there on certain adult interest websites titled Super Knob. I'm pretty sure it features a British porn star called Mario. Almost certain. Super Knob.
Yeah.
But there you go. I don't know what to say about Super Knob. I'll be honest. That's throwing me for a loop.
Throwing you a little bit.
Yeah. So yeah, what we're saying essentially is your hands are already kind of doing stuff, so you don't really want more stuff to do. And changing effects via an app, while good in theory, may not be great in practice.
Yeah.
However, they did say that there was, like, on some of the videos, there was like a foot switch which seems to integrate into this whole system.
Yes, it's a wireless foot switch, but it's sold separately.
Oh, there you go. So that,
It was confirmed in that spec sheet that I was just reading.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yes, I mean, it absolutely needs including in the price, but at the same time, ideally I would have a Line 6 Helix as well as my Variax, but they don't sell them together.
Yeah.
I know it does a very different thing, but it also does control the guitar if you want it to, so...
Yeah, anything from the LT upwards has got the L6 link, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So essentially what we're saying is Simpsons did it, but Line 6.
Yeah.
Granted, it is a lot more pricey. Granted. Like we mentioned, the guitar on this is about 400 quid, I think, is what they're asking for the pre-order. You're paying more than that for a Variax standard.
Yes, you would.
And then for an LT on top of that is about 800 quid. So we're talking the best part of like 1,200-1,300 quid. Which is going to be considerably more than one of these plus
the foot switch.
Plus the foot switch.
But like you say, like the foot switch realistically needs to come with it for you to be able to use it anywhere other than the bedroom. And maybe that this isn't aimed at somebody who's a gigging musician. Maybe it is aimed at the bedroom player who just wants one effect to go on alongside their guitar.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, like as a practicing tool, because it does mention it's got an 80-second looper inbuilt with it, which you might be able to engage without a foot switch. Unlikely, but you might be able to do. So yeah, like there's potential for that to be a thing. But from what I heard, the effects weren't particularly great.
Well, I imagine it's going to be, what was that multi-effect series that they had? Was it
the GEs? Yeah. So
GE, that was it. I was about to say GT, and I was like, no, that's Boss.
Yeah, so you got the GE. I think they did like a 20, a 200, and then...
Yeah, I think they did a 20, a 100, and a 200, and possibly a 300. But yeah, so I imagine it's going to be the multi-effects from that. And yeah, they're probably not fantastic, but I think it's probably not aimed at, like, the Variax and an LT would be aimed at a gigging musician. I think this is probably more aimed at somebody who just wants to have a couple of effects and play at home and, just have a bit of a mess around and a bit of an experiment and not need to get their board out. I'm not saying I would go for it. Like the fact that there's, I think it says 9 guitar models and 126 effects, and I'm sure it's fine, but like it's just it's probably not quite aimed at me. Although the fact that it's a roasted maple neck Stratocaster with Alnico 5s in it, like that speaks to me a little bit.
I mean, the way that we use our Variax is very much with the smart knob disengaged.
Yes, yeah.
So,
and if it's it's absolutely. I said this to you before the podcast. It's something that if it was in store and I went into a store, I would probably ask to try one. Yes, they'd probably say, "Oh, the guy who does that, who knows how that works, isn't in today, and the battery's flat." But at least I would have the interest to ask the question.
Yeah, and you'd be able to try it in the way that we'd be using it anyway. which is, I mean, you can plug it into, yeah, you can plug it into an amp. You won't get any of the fancy stuff, but you can try it out as a guitar and be like, yeah, pretty much that's how I'm going to use it. So, yeah. So I think from our summation of that, we've pretty much said, like, the guitar modelling is not going to be up to standard as the Variax. No,
I wouldn't have thought so.
Almost guaranteed. The multi-effects are not going to be... They're not going to exceed that of the... at very least of the highest end GE, like the Moog GE, which is...
Yeah.
I think they're possibly about 200-ish quid.
Yeah.
You have to buy a foot switch separately. Why not just buy a guitar that you want and a Moog GE?
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, let's look at it from the other angle. How many roasted maple neck HSS Strats can you buy for 400 quid?
There are some.
Yes, there's the Harley Benton ones that are coming straight to mind.
Yeah, the one, I think Jet, the ones that were featured on the Guitar Geeks channel.
Yes, I remember.
Are around that price, and I think there was roasted maple within that.
Okay. But yeah, I think you're definitely limited guitars at that price point with that kind of spec.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to really look, haven't you? But yeah. With the if you did go the Harley Benton route, you'd get roasted maple, but you'd also get stainless steel frets as well.
Yeah, as opposed to nickel.
Yes. So you're potentially getting a higher spec guitar and a cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's like it's trying to. I think it's trying to bring a solution to a problem that doesn't exist. That's my instinct of it. I would love to try one. I'd love to, like, the marketing for it, all this kind of enigmatic teasing that they're doing. It's got me interested. So you've worked it well, Moore. You've done a good job there.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, your product doesn't make a great deal of sense. But change my mind. Bring get some more information on it. Change my mind.
Yeah, I want to see one of these in the hands of somebody on YouTube that I trust the opinion of.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see it in the hands of the Guitar Geek or somebody like that.
Yeah.
And just find out, their kind of opinions on it, because it really does intrigue me. But at the moment, I'm not sold on the idea of doing anything more than if I happen to be in a shop and it's there, asking if I can try it.
Yeah. I think that's about the extent as to which I am committed to it as well.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain that it won't make it to shops. It will make it to some shops, of course, but I don't think it will make it to any of the shops that I frequent. So I don't think I ever will get the opportunity, which is it's a shame. So I am waiting for that Guitar Geek review of it.
Yes.
Speaking of affordable instruments, I mean, we're going the complete opposite way here. I have made it no secret that I am a bit of an Ibanez aficionado. When I was a younger man.
You played a silver ball?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So I was dead to bright.
Sorry.
Ibanez were one of the consistent guitar companies that were out there and that I latched onto. Like my first proper real gigging guitar was an Ibanez RG 370, and I've still got it. I've got various Ibanezes. I have very much hitched my wagon to that guitar company, and as I've matured in my wants and desires as a guitar.
Sorry, what? As you've matured? Sorry, what?
Sorry, my guitar taste has changed. I mean,
okay.
I still draw dicks on things, and
I was going to say, I'm literally looking at a Balls Out Fuzz.
Yeah, there you go. Like as my guitar tastes have changed, at least anyway, because they have matured. They've become more kind of refined, and the gain has been turned down. The pickups are less like
shouty,
violent, yeah, and are more refined. Ibanez have catered for that as well. Like, there's always been stuff in the Ibanez catalog that caters for the more subtle guitar player, but then they do the extremes really well. And the extremes is what we're talking about today. About 10 years ago now, they released the Iron Label series, and it kind of fizzled out, but they're back with a bang. So they've released 5 new instruments. Well, they've released 3 new instruments and 2 basses.
Okay.
So we've got a 6 and a 7 string version of a guitar that was discontinued. Again, probably about 12, 15 years ago. The Ibanez Xiphos. It's got quite a cult following, especially like the chameleon flake paint job that they did on them. So the Xiphoses, it's been bubbling in the background, and I've been hearing more and more about it. Mainly from my friend Wayne, who happens to be in a metal band. He says, "I'd love a Xiphos." He plays. He plays an Ibanez Iceman. He plays, weirdly enough, an Ibanez Iceman that used to be owned by Sam from Dragon Force.
How did he come across one of those?
It came up for sale and he bought it.
And he just bought it on a whim. Did it cost him more than a second-hand Iceman should have cost?
No, it was relatively cheap.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he got quite a deal on it. So he's got that. He's recently as well. He's a mad bastard. He bought an Iceman that was a 6-string Iceman, and he bought a 7-string RG. I think it was just an RG7 something.
Yeah.
He cut the middle out of the RG. Like, literally cut the centre section out of the RG, cut the wings off the Iceman, and glued them together to make a 7-string Iceman.
Jeez.
I mean, it's fucking mental, but that is Wayne through and through. He's mad, but gotta love the guy. He will be kicking himself in the Iron Label series. There is a 7-string Iceman. So yeah,
they've stolen his idea.
They did,
they stole it.
And each of these Icemen are made by chopping up a regular Iceman and splicing it with an RG. So yeah,
in an official way.
That's it. So 6 and 7 string Xiphos, 7-string Iceman. There's 2 5-string basses, but shall we mention them?
We just did.
There you go.
I mean, what are you going to say to me? It's got a PJ config, because I don't think it's going to have like fucking 830 bloody humbuckers in it, isn't it, or something like that?
I think both are similar. The one has got slanty frets, the other one hasn't.
Okay, so one's if you're wonky and one's if you're normal.
Yeah, I think they're both from the BTB shape, which is it's a long-running series of Ibanez basses. The 6 and the 7-string Xiphos and the 7-string Iceman, they have ebony boards. They are neck-through construction, which I think the old Iron Labels were as well. The old Iron Labels used to be about £600-700 mark. These ones are somewhere in the region of about 11 to 1,300. So I've got the figure in euros. It's 12,980 in euros, or 13,980 for the 7-string Xiphos.
Okay.
That seems like quite a lot. I think that they come as standard with Damasio deactivators, which I think the first run of iron labels were EMGs. So similar kind of idea, less faff though, because the deactivators sound like an active pickup without being an active pickup.
Yeah.
So I mean that's pretty cool. But largely we're not metal guitarists.
No.
But I thought it was worth mentioning just because the Xiphos has been out of production for such a long time. And there's been a little bit of a cult resurgence of them. And now they've reissued them. And the Iron Label series is back. So
they're on the kind of nostalgia trip.
Yeah, a little bit. And to be honest, I think Ibanez are doing a lot of the right things recently. But like with the recent spate of AZ and AZS signature models, and just generally branching down into that area as well, kind of modern playability, vintage sensibility.
Yeah.
You've got all of the kind of semi-hollow, the art core. You've got stuff like the Talman, which is kind of offsetty, Telecaster-y. You've got what else have you got? Like stuff like the Fireman as well.
Fucking loads of stuff. Like you definitely couldn't name it all off the top of your head, because even after you've got there, you've then got like a lot of different serial codes that are like different versions, like slightly different shapes or slightly different colours and slightly different. Yeah, you're not going to remember all of it.
Oh no, not at all. But like, I reckon I could have a fair crack at what's available in the Ibanez catalogue now, like as a general rule, because you've always got RGs, you've got RGAs, you've got S series. Those are always in the catalogue.
Yeah.
I think there is probably still a standard Iceman somewhere.
Probably a Fireman.
The Fireman, definitely. You've got, I think the current one they're doing is with the 3 mini humbuckers, the PG-13s.
Yeah.
I think they've released another Paul Gilbert RG as well. I think there's been a more recent release, like the PGM series.
And are you just trying to name the standard ones without naming all the different?
Like the signatures, like the Vi.
And then Nita Strauss and the 13 different versions of the Vi.
Yeah. I mean, Vi has gone from the Gem to there's a new one, isn't there?
Yeah, didn't we talk about it briefly?
I can't remember.
Maybe we talked about it in a podcast preamble and it never made it in because we ran late or whatever.
Yeah,
or I mean, we might have waffled a little bit.
Much like talking about the Ibanez catalogue. But you know what? Fuck it, let's run with it. What else can we know?
AZ Art Core.
There you go. So the Art Core is made up of quite a few. Again, you've got signature series like John Schofield, George Benson, but those kind. So you've got like the 335 style AS shape. You've got the big jazz box style as well.
Yeah, and then we've got the one we talked about last week that was like a Les Paul.
That wasn't Ibanez. That was Holly Ben. That was Holly Ben.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
No, but yeah, the one that was based on, I think they've discontinued that. Or the one that I think it was based on anyway.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. And then there must be other things in that Art Core series because there's other hollow body shapes you can think of, aren't there?
There was a really cool.
Was there not like halfway between a Gretsch and 335. Like, it didn't quite look 335y, but it wasn't quite as much as the centre block Gretches. There used to be like a weird one that looked like it was halfway in between, and I don't know whether that's the one you're referring to as a 335 shape or not.
The AS, possibly.
It might well have been. I once looked at the Art Core series 5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to study the Ibanez catalogues about 20 years ago now. Fuck, that's
scary.
It's too much, yeah. It weren't 20 years ago, because I was, like 14 then? No, it was, but it's getting close, maybe like
17 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what else? The ART, I think. The weird.
Yeah. Is that not the Art Core series, or is that a different thing?
No, it's a different thing. Like the junior style.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I remember that.
Because we did a podcast about them.
We did, and we decided that actually we'd probably like one of those a bit more than the Gibsons because they're quarter the price.
Yeah, and still, like they're quite feature rich as well, and the colours were banging.
Yeah.
Oh man, like Ibanez just are good. I think is what we've surmised from this. I think that's probably where we should end the podcast, really, because we've done a solid bit there on Ibanez.
We have. We know people love barcodes.
That's it. So we've got some Patreon peeps to thank, who genuinely, it amazes me every week that we have got people listening. That we've got people who are just so generous and so giving that they were willing to support us in this rambly awesomeness that we do. So thank you to you people, and for as little as $2 a month, if you are not part of the Patreon crew, you can be, and you can get your name read out on the podcast like this: Mr. Andrew Bimson, Mr. Adam Yeomans of Chevtone Effects, Mr. Doug Christ of 37 Effects, and of Masters of the Cinematic Universe, and of the Just Surprise Me podcast, Jismcast. I listened to him this week. Fuck me, it is amazing. Who else have we got? I've derailed myself there. Oh no! I'll tell you what we have got: a huge erection.
Way.
Fantastic. We've got Mr. Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups. That is Mr. Ben Fletcher of Fletcher Pickups, and Mr. Brian Gower of the Tone Jerks podcast, and who also happened to be on the Just Surprise Me podcast, the one that I listened to. So, double whammy. So, thank you is extended all the way to you guys. Thank you so much. And if you want to catch me online, that is me, Mr. BudgetPedalChap. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on youtube.com/BudgetPedalChap. And YouTube is the home to the No Talk All Tone series, where you will find such delights as the Donna Blues Drive, which is not a Blues Driver clone. Mr. Matt Quine, is there anything that you would like to plug this week?
No, not at all. Just, if you want to talk to me, the Facebook group's the best place. In about a week's time, I'll probably download Twitter once England are knocked out of the Euros.
Oh, yeah.
And you can get me at heel_MattQ. But, whilst England is still in the tournament, it's just not worth it, because half of my Twitter is football, and I just can't abide the it's coming home people, and people who it's the same people who stan things, and that's a crossover, and I don't like the word stan if you support something. That kind of irks me a little bit, but it's like we stan it's coming home and things like this, and you just want to reach through Twitter and throttle somebody to death. I just need to avoid Twitter until England are out of the Euros.
That is a fair summation. What I will say is that a day after this podcast is released is when England will be out of the World Cup, so it will be then safe to re-add Matt on Twitter. I think Matt might have Might have frozen a little bit here. Oh, there we go.
I'm back now.
You are back, but there we go. So I reckon that's it. That's where we're ending for today. So from myself, Mr. Budget Pedal Chap, from Mr. Matt Quine. Say bye, Matt.
Bye, Matt.
Whee! It will be a chatty bye and good night for this week. It's a lot of it.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't know why I'm waving. It's not a live cast.
No, I'm doing exactly the same. Exactly that, Matt.
What did the green grape say to the purple grape?
What did the green grape say to the purple grape?
Breathe, you idiot.
I mean, the joke. I'll take it. Go on. Go on, we'll keep it.